Welcome to a tradition unlike any other.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in the peaceful dreams.
Hello, friends. This is the Bogey Golf Podcast. The podcast is dedicated to the average golfer. The podcast that helps you have more fun on the golf course. The podcast that's going to put out 5 episodes this week because even though we're slackers, we're not going to slack because it is, wait for it, don't get too excited, it's fucking Masters Week. How do we feel, boys?
I thought for a second with the Hello Friends that we had upgraded and we were part of the new Jim Nance contract, which he secretly signed, by the way.
I know nothing about this.
Yes. So before the tournament, he re-upped, and all I could find was,
is it for $1 billion?
More money than he made before, but less than Tony Romo. That was in the article. So, but I did think part of that deal was Jim joining us with that nice Hello Friends. But you're here, you're excited. Jim Nance is here for the rest of our lives at the Masters. All is well.
So he signed a new contract, and Tony Romo still makes more money than Jim Nance.
Talent.
He should just start. He should start the Masters with just saying like "fuck you, CBS," and just walk out.
They'd still want him to call the rest of the Masters.
They would.
Right. He'd say, "Fuck off, CBS. Call Romo. He's on his way."
Then you could see there'd be Sungjae have a putt to win on 18. Ooh, Jim. Ooh,
here we go.
Boy.
Here we go.
I have an update on the Sungjae hat, by the way.
And
so I had to call in the big guns, and as you know, I'm turning 40 this month, and Conan is going to call in a few favors, and it looks like I will be rocking a CJ Logistics Titleist hat at some point.
So being honest, is it going to actually be a Sungjae hat? Because there can't be so many. Are they making it for you? Or how is this?
He just we were playing golf, and I said to him, like, dude, I've called Korea, I've called San Francisco, I've sent emails, Google translated to Korean. I've
stalked a 23-year-old young man.
I've slid into Sungjae's DMs. I just really want one of those hats, and he like, you know how he is, so he was just like quiet for a minute, and then I'm like, if you can just tell me who do I need to like call or what do I need to do, and he's like quiet, and then he just goes, I'll get you one for your birthday. So I don't know. He did once have DJ's putter, so it could be like Sungjae may be playing this week with no hat because
that's a nice hat. Yeah, I know it is. It's fucking Sungjae.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
His head might be as big as yours.
It could be with all our brains, dude. It's Masters Week. I had the greatest week in the history of the world.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
As both of you know, I shot a career best 83 on Sunday. My team won, and I won 2 skins, which was amazing. I I also, Larry's Woodwork Studio on Etsy has sold 2 tables this week. One of them to Finland.
How's that going to get there?
Well, we ship for free in the contiguous 48 states. This lady is paying almost $200 to have my table shipped to her. So she is
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
yeah, she really, really likes the table and she wants it, so she's paying the extra money to get it shipped to Finland. So I sold one to a lady in Massachusetts and another one to someone in Finland, which is crazy because I'm just a dude in Dearborn with a saw that got bored one day, made something for his mom, and now I'm an international businessman. I'm pretty much Pitbull. I'm Mr. Worldwide. You know what I mean? There's no way around it.
I mean, I'm not knocking the quality of what came out of that garage in Dearborn, Michigan, but I would think there has to be something better in Finland. Like, what else do they do in Finland?
If
you said what's a country that makes nice wood tables,
you would think Finland. Yeah,
Finland.
I think
I'm going to guess Finland makes nice wood tables.
I would think that they could. No, I think. I mean, obviously, so for like those tables, it's not me. I found wood that looked good. I filled it in and took the 400 hours to make it smooth and look pretty. Like anyone can do that. That's not complicated. That just, you have to be super patient and just not fuck it up. God makes the wood. All I did was seal it.
How are you super patient and not fuck it up? You have legit ADD.
But this is like, I think it's like playing video games. Like I have ADD, but I can play video games for hours because you're doing something. You're seeing progress. You're moving along. Like everything you do it's all short-term goals. It's not, none of it is long-term. You're not building, the table isn't built in one day. You go out there with the plan of, all right, I need to sand this entire thing with 30 grit to get it so then I can do it with 80 grit or whatever. So like, I mean, it's all short-term. Everything is like 2-hour increments, which is I think that woodworking is probably a great ADD pastime, except for, don't ADD out when you're working the table saw.
When are we going to start making putters and steal the Bradley putter idea? Because then I'll start coming over to the wood shop.
That's a lot more science involved in that, but I want to, and this is, I don't know if I can actually patent this idea, but your idea
patent pending
of using old golf clubs and fashioning table legs out of them, I think is something. And I just have to figure out like how to do that, I got Crystal's dad kind of messing with it because he works for Ford and he knows how to weld and stuff. But I've seen like Scotty Cameron artwork of all old putters that get like, welded together into something that you hang on the wall. And I think if we could figure out a way to do that into a table base, like you said, that you could, that's when you can sell something for
a lot of money.
Yeah, because it's truly one of a kind, and you've like actually designed a piece of art that any dude who likes golf would want in his man room or office or whatever, because it's, and when you make something like that that's custom, one of a kind with expensive putters in it, that's the market for that is few people, but those few people pay for custom one of a kind expensive putters.
You're definitely targeting the elitist white demographic,
right? Who wants it so their friend can't have it? Is because there's only one. That's why if you watch all those limited edition shit is always huge because you want it so nobody else can have it. Is the only reason to want it. So yeah, it was a good week for me, and I will regale all of you with every shot of my 83. But after, we remind you that this episode is brought to you by Monkey Knife Fight, monkeyknifefight.com. Use that promo code BOGIE, all caps. Put something in your mom's name. Put it in your grandmama name. Put it in your cousin-in-law, sister, auntie's name. And set this up. Get ready for the Masters. Do daily fantasy.
Any free money you can get sign up for every sports book.
Yeah.
Just unload this weekend.
Yeah, it is Masters week. And there's going to be azaleas. And Jordan Spieth is playing good golf, which almost makes up for the fact that, and this is a stupid statement, I'm not even going to say it, doesn't make up for the fact that Tiger won't be there, but
No.
Brooks Koepka's playing on one leg. It's the Masters. There's going to be patrons.
Is it hard to play golf on one? Well, let's stay in order. How do we want to kick off our Masters coverage?
Well, Evan is Mr. Masters. So what do you think, Evan?
What do I think? I think we got to talk about the big boys.
Hey, Evan, when's the last time you talked to your dad?
A couple days ago.
Have you talked to him since last Thursday?
I think so, yeah.
Do you know that they played golf here last Thursday?
I don't know if we
I
talked
went,
about that.
I went and sat and froze my nuts off at a fucking baseball game in a blizzard.
It was
that had to be
was
good golf.
snowing.
Opening day? Was that opening day?
Yes,
Yes.
they played golf that afternoon for Ports. I was going to play, but it was snowing and it was like 30 degrees with a like 20-degree wind chill. Those dumbasses played 18 holes.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, I feel like.
It's insane. It was so cold. It was so cold. But yeah, that's
They're dedicated.
there's something. But anyway, go ahead. You start us off on our Masters, Mr. Masters.
I think it's important to talk about the big boys. I think it's important to talk about the big boys.
Now it's going to cut out on him. Oh, well, Evan's currently in the backwoods of Florida.
The robot is having technical difficulties.
Yeah, he's got his nipples all pineappled up, and he's out there looking for a gator.
I have Masters boner, cannot compute.
So I think as soon as Evan gets back, we will finish this. But Pat, until Evan gets...
all I kept hearing was big boys, big boys, big boys. I don't know anything else he said in between.
Pat, so
Yes.
as I was saying earlier today, and I'll bring it back because it's our show, and I shot an 83. I played an entire round of golf, and what I can only describe to you as, I think that this is what it feels like when Evan plays golf.
I'm back.
I didn't shank one shot. I had one dove chip. I hit center of club face on every swing. I hit like 15. No, because they're par threes. I think I missed 2 fairways, and I basically played one bad hole. I hit the ball out of bounds on number 2 and took a 7, and I still shot 83.
Were you drunk?
No. I had 2 seltzers at the turn, but I have never played a round of golf where not at one point during the round did I do something that made the golf club send shivers up my arm and down my spine. I've never...
Were you riding the table high?
No, this was before I sold anything. What I did, and this is crazy, I rode the Peloton in the morning, and I think it was like loose. So I went out there just swinging. We played the 4-man, so I was the worst guy on our team. So there was no
Getting lots of candy.
Yeah, there was no real pressure on me. I bogeyed 1. We used my score because the other guys, nobody was getting strokes on it. And then on 2, I hit it out of bounds, so we didn't use mine. And then we used my score for the rest of it was 2-man best ball. My score was used on every hole after that.
What did it do to the index?
I'm currently, I was 17.6, and I'm trending at like 16.2 now or something.
So full stroke off.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
was.
Now that we got the enough of bragging. Now we got the robot back.
But it was such a crazy score that I had to confirm it when I posted it. Like I put in, it was 83, and they're like, "Are you sure you shot 83?"
But isn't that supposed to be a 9?
Yeah. So I've already broken 90 twice this year.
Did the app laugh at you?
Yes.
Did the app ask if you were?
Yeah, the app said confirm this score is out of the normal range. Are you sure this is correct? All right, Evan, tell us about the big boys you're looking for.
Sorry about the lost connection.
Big boys.
I'm back, but there's no bigger name right now than one guy, Jordan Spieth, and I think that's where we should start. because I think he's going to be a champion here in a couple days.
You've been